Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for another track guide. We're here for round 5 of the championship here at Dubai Autodrome, a track that is 5.3 kilometers long with an elevation change of 20 meters high. It was opened in 2004 and an FIA grade 1. Let's take a lap with the Simplay core around this fantastic circuit as we head now towards turn 1. As it comes towards the braking boards, it just brakes at the 100-meter board and turns in at the 50. Downhill elevation change. As the car comes down, the rear becomes light and very difficult to change down gear. Some cars will struggle under braking. Also, race starts here is very key and very important. You've got a very long run down to turn 1. Whoever gets the best start is going to have a good opportunity to try and send it down into turn 1. Very wide circuit as well, so there's many opportunities to send it down into turn 1, but obviously many opportunities as well in turn 2 and 3 where cars have gone slightly wide through the first part of the track. But also turn 1 is a great opportunity later on in the race to kind of go for a dive bomb attempt. As you can see, the Simplay Acura down the inside of the BMW and gets the job done, making sure it has the advantage. As we go now into turn 4 and 5, this is where your tyres are going to start hitting. This then goes into 6 and 7 and 8. This whole section is going to kill the left-hand side tyres, and it's all about who can look after those tyres. Obviously, with the temperatures here and being in the Middle East in Dubai, you're looking at probably the hard tyres, and they're going to be struggling for temperature. As you can see here, there's a lot of stress and pressure going towards the left-hand side of the car, and those tyres are going to be working very, very hard. As it then comes into a tight right-hander, you've done all that slowing down, braking in the corner as well. It's very tricky to get right as you then come into a slight banked left-hander. And this left-hander as well is another opportunity to try and catch people out, sling it down the inside and try and get the moves done. As you can see here, there is opportunities down towards that right-hander as well. As you see there, the Simplay Acura just getting down the inside of the Mercedes and gets the run. But as you can see here, cars are running wide, the door opens up and bang, in goes the Acura. But you can risk, as you see there, the rear just goes light and it could risk the tyres getting burnt out. As you come down the long back straight, you're then coming to a very good other braking zone into the hairpin of turn 10 and then into turn 11 as well, famously where Unorthodox and Big Boy Brazier came together and allowing Andy to go and take the race win. Like I said, the hairpin, another great opportunity to make an overtake. As you can see here, the Simplay Acura getting a great run down the back straight in the slipstream of the Ginetta and then sends it down the inside, doing a Sutty send it as he goes into turn 10 and gets a great run through there to then open up turn 11. Once you've done turn 11, you then head up to turn 12. Another hairpin, but you want to take a late apex on this one and avoiding the inside curb. These curbs here, especially the inside curbs, the apex curbs, are very high and very unstable, so just be a bit cautious of those curves as he then swings himself into turn 13. Another overtaking opportunity. If you've struggled to stay ahead in the hairpin, you can then get the position back at the next hairpin and try and get a great run as you then come into the final tricky section of turn 14, 15 and 16. You see here the Simplay Acura running a little bit wide, trying to get the good run and try and open up the next right-hander of turn 15. Open up the track as best as possible to then give yourself a good opportunity to go into turn 16. Another overtaking opportunity as well. There's many overtaking opportunities here, but it's very tricky to get them down. As you see here, the Acura down the inside of the BMW. Then into the final corner as well, and again, one more overtaking opportunity just here as well. So there's many places here, 4 opportunities in the race. And as you see, like I said, the BMW here struggling on exit gives our Acura a great advantage going through the final sector. And as you can see, he gets the good run, he looks down the inside of the final corner and up down the inside goes the Simplay Acura. Great move done under braking and gets ahead of that BMW. The other important thing to look at as well is the pit entry. As you can see here, there is the pit entry to the right hand side. You come in and the braking markers is just those orange cones there, and make sure you get your pit limiter on at that point. One thing you've got to remember though at this circuit is obviously, like I said, the pit entry is on the right hand side of the circuit. You do not want to end up like Unorthodox and Big Boy Brazier, which was all Unorthodox's fault, is try and come from the outside into the pits. As you can see here, the Acura struggling to get into the pits, the Mercedes in the way. This will not be allowed in the race. You can see here, there's nowhere. You have to wait another lap. So if you want to try and go for the pits, you're going to have to wait till later on because it can cause incidences for sure. And finally, the pit exit line. Once you've managed to do your pit stop and you come towards the end, is the green code. You can release the the pit limiter button, and off you go into turn 1, making sure you're staying within the right hand side, within that white line. The stewards will penalise you if you go across the white line. Just some information as well, multiple drivers have taken a pole position here, but the most successful drivers here have been Maze Gamer and also Andy, with 2 race wins to their name. And the lap records currently held in Pro is by Unorthodox 16 and also Big Boy Brazier for the Pro Quali and Race. Also for the Pro and Quali for Pro-Am is Maze Gamer and Fury and the Mercedes. Best of luck to everybody, and I hope everyone enjoys this circuit. It's going to be a great night's worth of racing, a very challenging circuit ahead of us, and everyone needs to make sure they looked after those tyres. But back to the guys in the commentary box.